Hello, YouTube. It's Saturday, November 6th, 9:52 p.m. I'm gonna go out. I feel like I should go out. Don't have a lot of money to spend, but I think I can spare a little bit. I've got all of like $12 in my pocket, and I think I got enough in the bank to at least, pay for a couple pitchers of beer and a reasonable tab on my debit card. So I got the rest of my eBay orders packed up, ready to go. My daughter Allison did say she would probably try to swing by and give me a ride to the post office tomorrow. Although, to be honest, I mean, even if she doesn't, I don't see it being a problem walking down there with just three. I don't think I could have made it there with 7, and even the 4 that I brought today, I think I would have struggled with. I'm kind of crossing my fingers I'll get another sale between now and tomorrow. I have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of drafts in my eBay app, and what I do with that. Oh, by the way, check this out. It's so dark you can't really see it. Anyway, I just walked past 46th Street in Oak, and those trees that I used to get so frustrated about that I was constantly hitting my head on, that were overgrown, that were blocking the sidewalk, somebody finally trimmed them. So it's possible to walk down the sidewalk without getting hit in the face by trees or having to walk into the street. So I don't know who's responsible for that, but from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I was seriously thinking about trying to contact the city and figure out how I report something like that, but fortunately, whoever's responsible for it, or maybe somebody else, took care of it, and it's nothing. It's not a problem anymore. So yay. Speaking of which, honestly, there are times I wish I had a pair of I forget what the hell you call them, but the clippers, whatever the hell you use for trimming tree branches like that. I've honest to God, if I had one, I'd probably wander around the neighborhood and trim all the trees and bushes that block sidewalks just for the hell of it. Oh, more sirens, fun times. Oh, anyway, I think tonight I'm going to head to oh man, I forget the name of the damn place. The Hideaway. As you see, I'm walking again. I'm still without my car. I brought my daughter's car back to her. I don't think she's actually working tonight. I think her plan for tonight is to go out to, she likes going to desert rave parties, and this is her last weekend in Phoenix. Is planning on leaving on Monday for Portland, Oregon. So, well, not actually Portland, but a small town outside of Portland. And I feel like an idiot because I can't for the life of me remember the name of the place. But anyway, suburb of Portland. I don't believe I've ever been to Portland. If I've been to Portland, it was while I was a very, very, very small child and I have no memory of it. So, the plan is tomorrow, so maybe I can shoot some cool videos of the journey. But the plan is that on Monday, sometime Monday, probably in the evening, because I do have some things I need to handle on Monday, like going to Ghettotronics and getting some dang DVI cables, and also going to supposed to meet in the morning with my benefits specialist to try to complete the stuff I need for DES. try to get my medical back and hopefully get a food stamp card and hopefully that'll help get the ball rolling on some other assistance type stuff to try to get me a little more on my feet. But after that, my plan is to go with my daughter. So her boyfriend is she's moving for a really good job. Not her job, but her boyfriend got offered some kind of a really good job. Although we were discussing like how much his salary is going to be, but then how far that salary doesn't really go in terms of based on living expenses there. As I was thinking, we were talking about how he was kind of excited that he would finally be able to have his dog live with him again, because I guess the apartment they're in there right now, they're not able to have pets, and her boyfriend's dog stays with their parents. So I guess he's really excited about having a place to have a dog, and I was like, oh, well, you guys looking at getting like buying or renting a townhouse, with like a small yard or something. And she said that even with his salary, which is what I would consider to be a pretty high salary, not wanting to throw numbers out there, but what I envision in my mind is a pretty damn high salary, certainly higher than the average American salary. They don't really think that they'll be able to afford that nice of a home in Portland, and that what they were actually looking for was to rent like a mobile home. So it's the economy's in the sewer. When living expenses are when housing costs are so high that even when you have an above average job, the only accommodations you can look to hopefully afford to live in a place that's providing you that above average salary job is a trailer. I wish them all the luck with it, and I hope it works out. The plan, as it stands now, the plan is for her and I to drive up, because he's still here. He's got, I guess, another week or two left of his old job. So the plan is for my daughter and I to drive up together to Oregon, and I believe she's meeting up with people that she knows there, and then she's going to start looking for a place for them to stay. So hopefully that'll be handled by the time he's ready to move. And then I'll come back via bus. It's been a long time since I've traveled any kind of distance by Greyhound. In fact, I think the last time I traveled by Greyhound was when I was going through my divorce back in like 2003. I used to travel pretty regularly by Greyhound back and forth between Phoenix and Tucson. My divorce court stuff was going on here in Phoenix, and for a while I still had my home in Tucson, which was kind of jacked up. The way venue works in Arizona, as far as like the jurisdiction for the family court, for the Superior Court, is that you're supposed to file for divorce in the county that you live in, and the county that the married couple lives in. And my ex-wife on her divorce filing, there's so many lies on her divorce petition. Say one of these days I need to write a book about it, some memoirs of just how ridiculous it was. But she lied about her residence and lied about our marital property. Basically said that she listed under sole and separate property, her sole and separate property. She filed by herself. She didn't get a lawyer until after I contested it. She just listed house as her sole and separate property. And if memory serves, that's all she wrote was house. Didn't give an address, or I don't know, maybe she did put the address on it, but listed that as her sole and separate. We bought that together, woman. That's not how community property works. Doesn't matter that the deed was completely in your name. We were married when we got the house. I was the one who paid the majority of the mortgage payments. Anyway, yeah. So that's how she did that, and then she listed her residence as her dad's house in Phoenix and filed in Phoenix, which, I mean, we were married and had a house together in Tucson, so the case should have been filed in the Pima County Superior Court. And when I started researching the laws about how that worked and realized that, yeah, that was really screwed up. And I think her thing was she had made false allegations against me to have me arrested. And I think she was just hoping that she would get a default judgment while I rotted in jail, while she alienated all my friends and family by trying to tell them that I had abused her, which, of course, I hadn't. So, I mean, my God, the woman outweighed me by like 80 pounds. What the hell could I have done to her, right? But anyway, yeah, she did succeed in turning all of my friends and family against me. Now, over time, that kind of changed. But yeah, when I got out of jail, I quickly realized that I had no support left of family and friends, which explained why I was in there with a comparatively low bond and nobody coming to get my ass out. But yeah, they arrested me based on our false allegations because, of course, we'll leave all women. That's how that works. But yeah, she I guess it was. She had me served while I was in jail, and I'm assuming she was hoping that I wouldn't be able to get out of jail in time to respond to her petition, and then she'd just get a default and make out like a bam with everything. And she was trying to sell my house out from under me. Or, well, our house. It wasn't just my house. It was our house. But she was trying to sell it, which is completely illegal. Because if you've got a house, if you're a married couple and you've got a house, it can't be sold until there's an agreement in writing with a judge of how you're going to do it. And unless y'all are working together, without dealing with a judge. But generally speaking, one spouse can't sell the marital house out from under the other spouse without their permission. That's illegal. And I was able to stop that once I got out. But God, that was some crazy times. But yeah, I think she was hoping I'd never be able to respond. And then when I did respond, and I quickly got my house back. And I quickly got a court order stopping her from selling the house, and a quick judgment, pre-trial judgment that the house was marital property, and that it would need to be decided, the disposal of it would need to be decided by the court. But yeah, that's when I learned about venue and saw that, under Arizona law that yeah, she should have filed in Pima County, not Maricopa County, since we live in Tucson. But at that point, the onus was on me to file a petition for a change of venue, or a motion for a change of venue. And I quickly realized that I had, it became really obvious I probably wasn't going to be able to keep the house throughout the duration of the divorce. And I quickly realized that Maricopa County, being much more populated than Pima County, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, Tucson is a small town, or is a small city, whereas Phoenix is the fifth largest city in the United States, I believe at the time it was probably the 6th or the 7th largest city in the United States. But regardless, Phoenix is a very large city, and it's unlike a lot of other cities, a lot of other metropolitan areas that are split amongst several different counties. Maricopa County is huge. For those unfamiliar, not only is all of Phoenix in Maricopa County, but so is almost every other suburb, city in the Phoenix metro area. I say almost because Apache Junction is actually in Pinal County, as is Queen Creek. Some of Queen Creek. Queen Creek is a weird anomaly. Some of it is in Maricopa County, and some of it is in Pinal County. And at this point, the Phoenix metro area is stretching to encompass Florence, which is also in Pinal County. But the majority of the Phoenix metro area is in Maricopa County. And not only that, there's a lot of Maricopa County that is not the Phoenix metro area. Maricopa County is freaking huge, and I don't know if it I don't quote me on this. I don't know if it is the most populous county in the United States, but I think it is. If not, it's damn close to being the most populated county in the United States, just by virtue of the fact that it's got an enormous city in it. Even if it's though this is not a particularly dense city, it's got an enormous city in it, and the county is absolutely huge landmass-wise, and encompasses a lot more beyond the city. Anyway, so as a result of that, there's a lot of resources. For self-represented litigants, and I'm talking back in 2003, and there's even more resources now. A lot of resources for self-represented litigants at the Maricopa County Superior Court. Whereas there's some stuff, but not nearly as much stuff in the Pima County Court, Pima County Superior Court in Tucson. And I was learning about those resources, and I'm like, yeah, I think I want to stay here where I have more resources. And it was really looking like, I wasn't sure when I was going to lose my house, but it was pretty clear that it is sometime in the near future I was going to lose my house. So I figured it was best that I, after that happened, since she had stolen everything I owned, because when I got back into my house, it was literally gutted. Like, there was nothing left but the carpet and the appliances. Other than that, in fact, she took some of the appliances out. It was all my stuff was gone. So I had nothing but the clothes on my back, and it just, at that point, it became, I didn't know when or if I was going to get that stuff back, but it just was really obvious that it was in my best interest to go back to Phoenix, where I had a lot more friends and family, should they decide to start talking to me again and get over all the lies that my ex-wife had told them about me. And it just felt like a lot more likely I'd be able to get on my feet here and probably end up finishing my divorce here, which is what ended up happening. But the proper venue would have definitely been Pima County. This is not what I was planning on talking about on my way to the bar. And I'm not sure why I'm standing by the bank, because I can totally pay I don't need to get cash out the ATM. I can totally pay for my bar tab with my debit card. So I should be walking to the bus stop. Oh yeah, I'm on the ball tonight. Anyway, wow, I can't believe I've blown 19 minutes on this. First, I just wasted a few minutes just walking around the front of my bank. But whatever. So normally on a Saturday night I'd be going to the Wander Inn, but I don't know, things are still pretty shitty between me and the so-called girlfriend. Pretty much the only thing she ever, again, her pet name for me at this point is "Don't Touch Me." So She just told me that she just doesn't feel like being physically involved with me, and I'm a grown-ass man with grown-ass man needs, so I don't, understand don't know how long she expects me to be celibate waiting for her, but yeah, I got some lasagna a couple weeks ago, and I'm ready for some more. So hey, maybe I'll meet somebody special out at the I forget the name of the damn bar over at 32nd Street, but out of the Hideaway. But guaranteed I'll have a good time. There's karaoke there. I'm hoping it's the karaoke DJ that I'm familiar with, because I always have a good time when I go to his shows, and I'm forgetting his name. I know it's programmed on my phone somewhere, but if it's not him, and the karaoke is as mediocre there as people have been telling me it is, I'm definitely going to start pursuing. There goes the bus that would have gotten me to this corner had I chosen to just sit and wait that time at the corner. Made zero difference walking versus taking versus waiting for that bus. It's about normal around here. Yeah, if it's somebody new and the show's mediocre, I'm definitely going to pursue trying to get in there with my karaoke, because damn it, I need a gig here in my own neighborhood. It certainly makes the transportation thing a lot easier, when I don't have a car, having something that's nearby. Things are still going well at Bullock's, but man, trying to get there for the last 6 weeks without a vehicle has been hell, and then having to swap out some equipment and deal with equipment failures it's been rough. So I don't know, at the very least I know I'm gonna have a good time, have some beer, sing some karaoke. Maybe get lucky. Oh look, I found a Cane's card. There's probably no money on it, but I'm gonna put it in my pocket just in case. Yeah, I should wrap this up, because there's people waiting at the bus stop, and my ass should be over there. But I appreciate you coming on the walk with me, and thanks for caring, and there will be more.